How you guys doing today? It's Anthony Gangi, host of Tier Talk, and coming back at you with another episode. This time we're going to talk about collective punishment towards inmates, so punishing all for the actions of one. I did an episode yesterday in regards to staff being punished by management, so the actions of one officer being utilized to punish all officers. So a question was sent my way today. What about the inmate population? I mean, is it good to punish all inmates over the actions of one? And I want to discuss that, but also in the process, I want to talk about the difference between punishment and universal precaution. And that sometimes people get mixed. So when I come back from our sponsors, we're going to talk about collective punishment towards the inmate population. And guys, if you haven't, this show is for those brave men and women that work behind the wall. So please, guys, subscribe, interact, engage, and hit that bell. That bell is going to notify you every time I post up a video. I stand by for our sponsors.
I wanted to attend a university that had an intelligence program. I wanted to look at problems different. I wanted to increase my critical thinking abilities. AMU offered those avenues to expand. Obtaining your degree as an adult, you're actually paying yourself and investing in yourself. You can't put a dollar on it, it's priceless. It's something that can never be taken away from you.
American Military University. Learn from the leader.
Being a corrections officer takes its toll on even the strongest individuals. The constant need to perform at the highest level, putting your life at risk in a hostile environment, and the mental scarring of traumatic experiences. 31% of corrections officers show symptoms of PTSD, and 66% of people with PTSD also suffer with a substance abuse problem. The Transformations First Responders program is specially designed to help veterans and officers heal from the grips of addiction and PTSD in a comfortable, supportive, and serene setting. You are not alone. If you have questions about the services we offer, give us a call at 866-762-8454 to get more information on this affordable and life-changing program.
Guys, for listening to our sponsors. This should be quick. So basically, we're talking about collective punishment, but this time it's towards the inmate population. I did a video yesterday which was about management punishing staff on a collective level. There's no need for that, and we talked about that. That's leaving people vulnerable, you know, and it deals with going against the professionals who are doing their job correctly, and now you're punishing all for the actions of one. I would also like to say that's not a good idea for the inmate population as well. You know, that fosters unity amongst the inmates who weren't involved, and also does not de-escalate. It can cause animosity towards that one individual who's doing something wrong, and now instead of isolating the problem, you're making it worse by punishing everyone. But before we get into that, I want to talk about, real quick, universal precaution. Because some people believe that in our attempt to run a safe and secure facility, we're punishing everyone, and that's not the case either. That's acts of universal precaution. So I'll give you an example. Drugs are coming into the visit hall, okay? We know they're coming in, we just don't know how. And now we have inmates that are overdosing on what's being brought in. So automatically, the facility now has to act. So what do? We lock everything down, we cancel visits, you know, and basically the reason why we're doing that is because we have to identify what the problem is. That's not punishment. That means that we're trying to do things to protect the safe and secure running of the facility, and that's a needed action. We are reacting to what the inmates decided to do. They decided to manipulate the visits, manipulate their loved ones, and smuggle stuff in. So until we identify what the issue is, we lock it down. That's universal precaution. Some would see it as punishment. That's not punishment. That's our actions to try to run a safe and secured facility, trying to identify what the issue is, and then run things back to normal. So that's our attempt to bring things back to a normal running. That should not be taken as punishment. What I mean by punishment is, let's say you have an inmate acting foolish in yard, one inmate. So because of that one inmate acting foolish, you decide to cut yard for everyone, bring everybody back in. Or if you have an inmate that's being loud in the public area, and like a fool, you walk over and you turn off the TV on all inmates. I mean, they even tell you a story about an officer who did that during the Super Bowl. You know, one inmate was being loud, he walked over and shut the TV off based on that one inmate. You know, now of course you have the other inmates that are pissed. They're mad because now they didn't do anything wrong. They're respecting the rules, so they have a right to be upset. And now you're going to have two issues. You're going to have the inmates that are going to be united now to either go against staff because of what your actions were, or they're going to beat the hell out of the inmate. And neither one of those actions de-escalate and make it safe for us. So I've always disagreed with collective punishment. But again, if there's a reason to commit to an action that could be seen as punishment for the safe and secured run of the facility, which is maybe an unidentified threat, that's different. That's acting in a universal precaution. That's making sure that before you run your facility back on normal running, that you're doing what you can to alleviate any possible threat to that environment. So again, do I believe in collective punishment for inmates? Negative. But I do believe in universal precaution, which means sometimes what could be perceived as punishment isn't. It's just a reaction that we have to commit to continue to run a safe and secured facility. As always, the show is Tier Talk, guys. If you haven't, please subscribe, interact, engage, and hit that bell. That bell's going to notify you every time I post up a video. My name is Anthony Gangi, and stay safe.